For all those who don't know us, we are PEP.
Fellas, welcome to the third episode of PEP Fresh Start Live with Fee and Pat, where the motto is stay ready to keep from getting ready. I'm Pat, a.k.a. Did he really just say that?
And I'm Fee, Chatachino. I can't stop talking.
Well, fellas, today our topic of discussion is going to be based around, most quit because someone said it can be done. You know, I remember hearing that from a very young age. You can't do that. And the reality of it is, I never did.
You know, I think it's the opposite from that. When you were a little kid, when parents say, don't do it, I do it. I did it.
Yeah, that usually involves something that was going to get me in trouble. But I remember coming home saying that I want to be an archaeologist. And everybody looking at me like, one, what is an archaeologist? Two, boy, going on? You ain't going to do that. You know, and like I say, I never did.
You know, funny thing, you brought that up because my oldest daughter, this is when she was in kindergarten. She came home and in one of the paper, we put it down, what would you like to be when you grow up? Right? And she put down mechanics, right? And my wife would say, no, you want to be a doctor. And I told my wife, no, let her be whoever she want to be. But I guess I won the argument because now we have a yearbook for Sarah when she was in kindergarten, and right under her picture say, mechanic in the future.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. You know, I wonder, though, when so many dreams are deferred, you know, do you attribute it to fear of rejection, being denied, made to feel less than, lack of commitment, or is it just a laziness?
I think it's when we get older, we went through a lot of failure. That causes us to listen to other people. And actually, I think school probably teaching us that. Learn from other people. In that way, you don't fail. And we afraid of failing so much that we take whatever people say and then not even try.
No. Yeah, I think thinking culturally because I didn't see it, the mindset of I can't be it was there, you know, and then when you have an older generation who can't conceive it, of course you won't achieve it. But I remember one of the things I said I would do with my son, and that was not tell him he can't do anything. You know, if he would have came and said he wanted to skateboard on the moon, in the back of my mind, I would have been like, man, that's impossible. But my words to him would have been, okay, well, let's figure out, one, what you need, what kind of material your skateboard need to be made out of, and two, how you going to get there. And I just figured somewhere in the process, he would have changed what he wanted to do, you know, without me saying you can't do that.
So I actually have a story on that one. Well, we have a participant came out, went to work for PEP. And since I been working with him a lot inside the unit, I knew his personality. And when he say he want to be an accountant, and I really, everything inside of me want to tell him, man, you can't do that. I mean, that's just not your personality.
Oh.
But I say, hey, I told him anybody can do it. You know, not because of what I said that he went ahead and got his accounting degree. I think he just determined to get his accounting degree. Right. But a lot of times you got to kind of check yourself, you know. It's just like you don't know what to say or when to say it that can limit somebody's future.
That's right. You know, I think as long as an individual know what their why is, it's not my place to discourage that. You know, so like I say, you can come up and say you want to be whatever. Okay, let's figure out the process. You know, and maybe along the way, you know, you'll come to the conclusion that no, maybe I need to adjust and change that.
Well, it's human nature, you know. It's you limit yourself by other people telling you that you can't do, but and then you also emulate other people who have already done it.
Right.
So it's just I guess they call blaze runner or burner or something like that. Somebody go out there and set that blaze,
Yeah.
and then other people follow. I read this story when I was in college. It's called Cape something. I don't remember that time, right?
Storms, Cape Storm.
Okay. Cape Storm was a cape down south of Africa, and this is back in the day when I think 1400 or something like that. European trying to find a quicker route to India so they can get the spice and everything, the trade, and be able to come back. It's a lot quicker than land. But every time they get to that cape, and because it's called Cape Storm, is the wave and everything really violent, and there were a lot of shipwrecked. And so people just getting there and turn around, getting there and turn around. Nobody passed it until there was one captain who passed it. And then after that, everybody else passing it. So they renamed that cape. You know what's called now?
The Cape of Good Hope.
Okay.
I think the moral of that story is once you see one person overcome that fear, then the fear kind of eliminated for everybody, because it's like, he showed that it can be done.
And today we're going to bring you the good hope.
The Good Hope. So it's that time of the day when we discuss.
It's our weekly reconnaissance mission.
PP blind date.
PP blind date. Okay, blind date number 1 is Benjamin, and he is a 5-year veteran. He was an inside peer educator, and when he got out, he was a peer educator. He was a live caddy out here. So he pretty much know how PEP is about.
Okay, and blind date number 2 was Kevin. Kevin was only able to complete the Leadership Academy through the correspondence course. He arrived at Columbia House in Dallas about 30 days ago.
Fresh out.
out.
Okay, let's see what report Benjamin had on Kevin. Roll the tape, Edison.
My name is Benjamin De Leon, class 22. Back when I was in class, I didn't have sweet names. No, I'm just kidding. AKA Raiderette. Give me a P, P. Give me an E, E. Give me a P, P. What's it spelled? P, P. So I had a good time meeting Mr. Kevin. Great guy, very intelligent, very sincere. Talked about some of the struggles that we have, before and now, being out. Very oriented. He has his plans in place, and I think he's going to do well if he follows those through. I think because he is a correspondence participant, he really wasn't sure, and I don't think he really understands quite exactly what PEP and the experience is. And I tried to explain that to him. I think that he'll get more of it as he's out here at the house, getting exposed to the other brothers. But patience is always going to be one of the biggest obstacles, as you feel like you're behind, or you feel like you should be doing this, or you should be getting that. It was good to kind of come back to the house and look around and just kind of reminisce a little bit about when I got out and came here, and seeing my progress over the last 5 years. So I had a really good positive experience. Don't hesitate to reach back out. We're here. PEP is going to be here. We've got a lot of good brothers. Have a plan. Be prepared to have that plan interrupted when you get out and change. There's people out here that care about you, that want to see you succeed, and we hope to see you all out here.
Well, thank you, Benjamin, for stepping out there and taking some PEP brother out for a meal. And any you guys watching out there, if you're interested in doing what Benjamin is doing, contact Harvey, get a T-shirt, say Reconn Unit, and join us. We have plenty of PEP brothers that getting out right now, and they not quite really understand what it's PEP brothers is all about. So come out, sign up, and help us out.
That's right. You too can be the next one on a PEP blind date.
Let's see who we have on live right now.
See, we got Adam Cantu.
How you doing, Adam?
Harvey Ma. Jay Mo from Kokomo.
And our regular
Reconn Fitness, the heckler.
Okay, Reconn Fitness. All right. So we have something new on this channel. We're going to collaborate with Reconn Fitness to feature 10 videos of ex-con workout. So a lot of guys before they get out, they're all trying to get them in shape and everything. As soon as they get out, everybody gained 20 pounds, including us.
Yeah. So I'm wondering what exercise he got for me with the fresh start outlook.
So this 10 exercise videos, we're going to co-promote it. We're going to put it on our Fresh Start channel. And that way, we have a quick 5 or 10 minutes workout.
Okay.
And some are innovative, some are fun. So XCon is committed to create these 10 videos for us.
Cool. Steve Golden, we're not gonna leave you out. You are Stephen Guajardo. I see y'all in XCon Fitness. What are you doing, karate? So, without further ado, I think it's time for us to bring our special guest, an individual who battled that part where it said it can't be done. This guy, I'm really excited to have him because, he volunteered and drove all the way here from Austin to be in the studio with us today. So without further ado, let's bring in Class 16 graduate, Mr. Eric Vega.
Hey, what's on, guys? What's going on?
What's up, bro?
Not much. Glad to be here. Appreciate the invitation.
All right. Thank you for being here. And I got a couple statements. It's not really a question.
Okay.
We're working with a lot of PEP brothers that coming out, and a lot of them started construction business.
Okay.
And quickly they learned that, they if they have a real estate license, they could make more money in it. And so the statement is like, you have done something other labels, so it's impossible. And many talk about it. Some kind of look into it. Other would never even dig into it and kind of gave up.
Yeah. So on that note, would you walk us through the entire proper process?
Yeah, the entire process to get your real estate license is not, the process itself is not very hard. It's the steps, the obstacles that come along with it, knowing that we have a criminal record. But the first thing you got to do is just go enroll into find a real estate school in your city. I would find one that's a real estate school and a business school, so you don't just show you how to get your real estate license, they show you how to conduct a business as well at the same time. Once you do that, you fill out a moral character determination form, which at that point is you are notifying the Texas Real Estate Commission of your background, everything that's on your background. That way they'll let you know before you even get through the door whether it's possible for you to even become a real estate agent. Once you do that, you get fingerprinted because, of course, you have to run your fingerprints to make sure your background is what it is. And at that point, if you get all those approvals and you get to the next point, then you start the school. Then you start the real estate school, and you got 6 courses to do. There are 180 hours of that, and that is not very hard. I think I breezed through that in like a month and a half, and then comes the hard part. You got to take your national and your state exam to become a real estate agent in Texas, and that right there, 60 to 70% of realtors fail that test. They'll get through school, but they don't pass that exam to be able to get their real estate license to become licensed. And and after you pass the test, you have to get a broker. You can't just jump into real estate and start conducting $500,000 deals without somebody in your corner that's been doing this for a very long time. They can answer any questions you have. So you got to have a sponsoring broker. And after you do those 4 things, you can get the real estate license. The hard part for us is going to be coming with the convictions and the background that we have. And with that, those are the obstacles going to come when they run that background check and they come back and they tell you, hey, you know what? Like me, they denied me. They can't deny you, but you can appeal.
How many times were you denied?
I was just denied 1 time, and I appealed the process. The appeal process took 90 more days. So they strung me out. They tried to make me quit what they tried to do. They said it was going to take 3 weeks, and it ended up taking like 18 months. But as long as you do your research and just don't give up. Do not give up. There's a way around it. They'll tell you, no, you can't do it. They told me like 5 times, no, you can't do it. But
who told you that you can't do it?
They have a review board. Once you submit your application, they have a review board. The review board, they come back with a decision. They looked at my background, and they came back and determined, they said no, that they denied me. And the word, really what it was, the words that they used talking about me is what made me really fight them. They were saying untrustworthy, no morals, and stuff that I took personal. Like, those are personal shots. So I really made it a point to show them that I'm trustworthy and I have all the credentials that they said I didn't have to prove to them.
So that's what made you keep going after you were denied.
Yeah, I mean, me, I don't got no quit in me. So, like he said, if somebody says you can't do that, you have to prove it to me that I can't do it. You can't just send me an email and say, you know what, you can't do that.
So did you have to hire an attorney to go through the appeal process
I
for you?
represented myself.
Yeah. How did that go?
That's how I won the case. Like, as soon as we were done with it, there was a gentleman sitting behind me. He shook my hand, told me congratulations. He liked the way that I carried myself, conducted myself in the courtroom with respect. And they had a lawyer, some witnesses. They had 3 people over there, and I was there by myself with my laptop, a stack of notes about this big. And he told me he just liked the way that I handled myself, which I give Toastmasters, that helped a whole lot in that courtroom, and appealing and being able to address everybody in there properly and how to receive the mic and give it back to them type stuff. All that really helped. And the guy that was sitting back there ended up being the top member of the board of realtors. And the last thing they told me was, we'll review your case, send it back, and in 90 days, we'll have an answer. But the gentleman sitting behind me gave my license that day.
Okay.
That's just the way God works.
So you gave us the proper process. Is that the process you went through?
No, I did it backwards. I finished my classes. I finished my exam. I finished everything and thought I had a real estate license. And 2 days after that, I had a deal that I was going to do. I was going to sell a house, and I needed to get my real estate, my number, like the actual number to put on the contract. And once I figured out that I didn't have it, I called to get it, and they told me, no, that you're still reviewing your background. So if I would have done that 12 months ago, 13 months ago, I could have got my license within that 2-3 week period. But being that I did everything backwards, like I just told y'all, I went the opposite way, and that strung me out.
So you went through it backwards so that you could help everybody coming behind you go the right way.
That's right. Oh, and well, one of the things I told them too is the way it happened, because it might have worked in my favor that I did it backwards now that I think about it, because at that point, I don't have to tell you, you don't have to believe me what I say I'm going to do in the future. I can't tell you, you know what, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I had already done it. Right. I told the judge, I'm 99 yards I came on this drive. I'm on the goal line. I'm right there. I have done everything that's been required. 3 or 4 times they asked me for paperwork. I did everything they asked me for. And I felt like I was on the goal line. I just needed 1 more yard to get over.
So how long have you got your license?
Oh, wow. I'm going on 3 years. I'm on probation. I'm on real estate probation. Swear. I cannot get in no trouble for 3 years, but that 3 years is up in August.
Okay. What do you mean get in trouble?
Yeah, like I no altercations with the police. Nothing.
Okay.
I can't have anything at all. And I think I'm the only person in Texas on real estate probation. If you look at my name on the Trick Real Estate, my name pops up, it says active real estate.
Was that the
probation.
condition that they gave you the license?
The only condition he told me, the guy told me that he believed in me so much, and he only had one thing he asked of me. He said, just don't get in trouble, because I'm going to stick my neck out on the line for you. And if you can keep your nose clean for 3 years, we're out of your hair forever. And 3 years is up in 4 months.
So I guess in having that license, does that guarantee that you're going to sell a whole lot of houses?
Oh, no. No. 60% of people that get their real estate license, they don't make it past their first year, because it's 100% commission based. And then when you get your real estate license, like, congratulations, you're a realtor. You owe us $1,500. You know what I mean? You got to join the MLS. You got to pay fees. You have to pay all that as soon as you do it. And then there's no check in it. You don't get paid every Friday for trying to sell a house. If you don't sell a house, you just don't get no money. You can spend a month, 2 months with a client, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You just spent 2 months of your life on nothing. So with that being said, a lot of agents, the failure rate is very high. It's like 60 to 70% of agents, they won't make it. They will not make it.
Fellas, y'all feel free to ask Eric any questions you got while we got him on the hot seat. So use that chat. Use that chat. Christopher Menace, glad you joined us. Use that chat.
think we have one of your families on chat
My
right now.
daughter, she says my dad here.
Okay, okay. How you doing, Miss Erica?
I know she's at home watching.
So we don't have any questions right now. So I guess
Well, actually, everything that you just listed out, the process of getting your license, we are including that in the descriptions of this videos. So if you want to see line by line, just go down to the descriptions of this video and you can see the whole things.
yeah, fellas, you'll also see House Bill 1342, which acted as the Eric Vega House Bill, as well as a link for TrekTexas.gov, which is Texas Real Estate Commission. Go and check it out. Chris Pimenta says, did he have an aggravated case?
No, that's one thing that helped me. I had all possession with intent to distribute, and one of my points that I made was I didn't have anything violent or any type of thefts or anything that would hinder my ability to become a real estate agent and do right all the time in a house. You know, if you have some stuff like if you're stealing or something like that, it's hard for them to trust you being in the house.
Right.
So that's what kind of helped me is that I just had possessions with intent to distribute.
But didn't you talk about some kind of bill that they passed? It's
Yeah,
a little bit relaxing a little bit on some of these.
That's the one Pat's talking about, the HB 1342, as of, I think, September of 2019, which is about a year, not even a year after I got mine. They loosened up the reins, I guess you could say, on becoming a realtor for people with a record and felons and stuff like that. Now it's a whole lot more easier, and it's very possible to get a real estate license with a record. And basically what they did was they just made it more, I don't know how to word it, I guess they're more accepting to felons now, to realize like everybody